Hey, what's going on? This is Stephen C. Raphael, the Omad man, promoting eating one meal a day. I would like to talk to you about one thing. I want to just play a little game here. I want you to imagine your favorite food in the world, the best. It's all free. You can have whatever you want, the best tasting thing in the world. Okay, you got it in your mind? Okay, now let me tell you something. I got something better. Nothing tastes as good as skinny. I went from 200 pounds. In fact, this was like a couple months ago to like about 145, 143. I'm going to be 135 soon. And nothing tastes as good as skinny. I feel so incredible. I got 30-30 jeans on now. I always do this. And I used to wear I used to have like 38 pants and they were always stretching. Please subscribe to my channel. That's like the best thing you could do. I love comments and stuff, but subscribing is great. And I got over 450 something. Now, here's what you do. Here's the basics of OMAD. Pick a time, because if you pick a time every single day, your body's gonna expect it. Haven't you been over to a neighbor's house and she, they gave you some candy or a drink or a root beer or something, and the next day you were there or the next time you wanted, your body kind of remembered, hey, did she got that red licorice that she had last time? So pick a time. Doesn't matter what time it is, but mine is 5 o'clock because I like to not think about food all day long. And then at 5 o'clock, I could eat with my family or whatever. Then the only time I ever start thinking about food is 4:30 p.m. Now, I'm just say a lot of the same stuff because repetition is the mother of skill. And maybe one day it's gonna stick and the light bulbs are gonna go on. I've tried so many things and they never really stuck. So what I want you to do is just for the people, again, this is what I used to look like. Look how fat I was, oh my gosh, I was a fat man. Okay, you could drink water, black coffee. This is black coffee. And when I eat, I usually, if I can, use chopsticks. And if I go to a restaurant, check this out. I got this from a Chinese store. This is the little thing, look, it's about the size of my hand. You take these and then you just put them together like this and screw them together and you've got 2 chopsticks and they fit together and you can use them. It's very classy to walk in with one of these. I don't know, I'm kind of, okay. So pick a time, it's gonna work. Now I lost all that weight in 5 months and let's see. And here's one thing that you're gonna get tested on, you guys. What really makes people hungry is boring conversation at the table. I was tested last night. First off, my eating window is at 5 o'clock. Now listen to this. I had to wait till 8 o'clock over at some company, which I have nothing in common with them. They're all like engineers and seminary professors and stuff like that. And so 2 hours late, it was kind of all right. But I was supposed to eat at 5. And then at 7, they start cutting the onions and taking some guacamole. And it was just going to be soup and a little bit of bread. So about 7:30, I'm going, okay. I said to my wife, what's going on? And then by 8 o'clock, we'd sit there and then they pray and they do all this stuff. And, that was kind of a test. I was still kind of hungry. And the conversation was like, let me play something. It was kind of like, we talked about the DMV and locations of DMV and I didn't really care. I want to talk about something fun. And, if you're talking about something boring and you're sitting in it's really, really tough, and so you get hungry and you're kind of like, maybe I'll have another piece of bread. But if you're having great conversation with motivating people, you're not even going to think about food. And so I was kind of mad. And okay, now what it is now, it's Chinese Zen proverb time. Here it comes. Okay, this is all related to weight loss, eating one meal a day. Got a little bit of my black coffee. The reason I say eat with chopsticks is because if you step on something, your brain knows right away, you'll eat very, very slow. And the slower you eat, the faster you'll get. If you just scarf stuff down, you're not going to get it. So here's my Chinese proverb of the day, is there are many paths that lead to the top of the mountain, but the view is always the same. Basically, how that relates is there's a lot of different ways. There's Weight Watchers, there's this, there's that, there's Jenny Craig, there's Atkins, all that kind of stuff. And if you stick to it, they last. But I've had 30 years of failure. That's why I'm the Richard Simmons of weight loss, or the Tony Robbins Live with Passion. And let me tell you something, like the song says, I've tried so many things, it didn't last. I tried Weight Watchers, it didn't last. I've tried going to so many groups and they didn't seem to last. Yes, sometimes I'd lose 10 pounds. And, and then it would come back, and then I'd tell everybody, oh, yeah. And then I'd walk around like a peacock. Let me tell you something. Once you start getting conceited and notice everybody's fat, today's peacock is tomorrow's feather duster. So I would chew on that for a little bit. And, so being tired, that kind of makes you hungry. And if you're really bored, like I said, I was kind of really bored. And now the basics of OMAD, one meal a day, is you take a plate. I've just got to say this every day for the people. You got my subscribers that watch this every day, and they say, hey, you're part of my morning routine. And leave me a comment, because I love that, or subscribe, whatever. But this might be the only time, because people are saying, I can't deal with this guy. He's talking a million miles an hour, because I have so much to say. You take a regular sized plate at the same time. Gotta have a little bit of protein. I use boneless, breastless, skinless chicken. And then you get a little bit of fats and, with salad dressing, and I use salad. Fats and a little bit of carbs. Not too much, keto people or whatever. And that's how you do it. And you take one plate, not 3 inches over, heaping in this. I can go to a buffet now. I can go to a buffet. I can go to a pizza buffet. I could go to a Chinese buffet. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't. I've been tested many, many times, and I say it with pride and happiness and joy and blissfulness. I'm grateful that I could still eat. And so you take one plate, eat it at the same time. I'm going to say it over and over. And your body, this has a brain. Like I showed you last week. This is all automatic, just like when you're driving or walking. It's all going to be automatic. When you eat at 5, your body's going to expect it. You don't have to think about food all day. When you're walking and you see Cinnabon, you're seeing the cheese and salamis and all this kind of stuff, you're not going to be tempted, because it's completely out of the question. If a pizza delivery guy said, hey, did you order this? And at my door at 3 o'clock, you could have it, because I don't know where I'm going. I'd say, well, I don't want it. I wouldn't, under any consideration, all I used to eat when I was a pig Asian, I had a hippopotamus. That's what I used to do. And I got tested last night, okay? It's the holiday season. And my wife made pecan tassies. There's the little things. It's like if you could imagine a 1920s story with gingerbread smells and old grandma. The house smelled amazing. I'm very proud that she made it. There's these little things like this, pecan tassies. Unbelievable. They were all over the counter at 10 o'clock when I got back from my socialness. You think I had one of them? Not the Omad man, because I'm the Omad man, burning off my fat here every time. And Mars ain't the kind of place to raise your kid. I'm just joking. I like to fool around here. I want to have fun and entertain you, because if I'd... Dr. Berg, autophagy and lipolysis happens. No, I love, and I watch all these OMAD things and stuff. But when I started watching too many of them, they said you could snack once in a while. They said you can, and as far as cheat days, I never have them, because I'm one sandwich away from going back to Mr. Puffy Man, Puff the Magic Steven. Look at that big difference. This is like 2 months ago. My face is definitely thinner now. Gosh, it's already been 9 minutes. Your body will fight you to stay, your body is gonna, your body will fight you because it wants to stay at the high weight, and you will have to fight. I should play the Rocky theme song, but I don't know it. Da-na-na, I'll figure it out. Okay, the only thing is, sometimes you're gonna have insomnia, because you're gonna be so hungry, and it's like, if you had something to eat, you'd probably fall back asleep. But I don't like taking sleeping medicine or something, so you have to kind of stick with it. And somebody, I think it's the holiday season now, I'm not sure, but somebody said, hey, what do you do? Like these big family parties and stuff, it's the holiday season or something. And what about tomorrow? And I said, what's tomorrow? I go, every day to me is the same. I shower once a day. I brush my teeth once a day. Well, I'm supposed to 2 or 3 times a day, but I'm just being honest. I'll just say I put gas in my car once a day. If I'm getting, I don't know what else I do. I take because I had 4 stents, because I had 18 corn dogs and ruined my body and turned it into this, I take an aspirin once a day. And so I eat once a day. That's all you need. Okay, I have a Patreon account so you could help support the station. Please pause this. Subscribe to my show. Let's see. And so just to kind of sum up today, you're going to be hungry. You're going to be hungry, hungry, hungry. You're going to be hungry, hungry. And that's just natural. Your body's going to fight you. I had a plateau at 179, and I kept fighting, and then finally I got to about 170. That lasted for a while. Then I got to 165, which lasted forever. Got to 160, and then it started to come down. And then you're going to have plateaus, so you have to just deal with that. And like I said from the beginning, nothing tastes as good as skinny. I feel like a high schooler now. I have so much energy. I'm always out of the house. I used to not want my kids to call because I laid in bed all day long. And now I eat 1 meal a day. I can't really, it's just, I'm so excited. And I do the show every single day. And you see, I'm a rocker, I'm a roller, I'm a wheeler, I'm a dealer, I'm the Omad man. See, I used to be a rocker, and then I turned into a... I turned into a classical guy, and now, but basically... Goodbye, everybody, I'll see you tomorrow. Don't go off your diet plan. But it's not a diet plan. Just eat 1 meal a day. Just eat 1 meal a day. I was a fat man, now I am a thin man. Scott on Mooch, got it. Okay, well, hey, thanks for the fun. Thank you for indulging my passion for the piano and the 1 meal a day. I've lost like 55 pounds, 57 pounds. I'm going to lose a little bit more. And once you get to the weight you want, go down about 5 pounds so you could fluctuate. I'm going to be between 135 and 140. I'm fine now. I could almost put my foot over my head. You guys have no idea how fat I was. I was a fat man, a fat man. I was chomping, I was eating. Okay. All right, you guys. Well, hey, let's say it together. See you tomorrow, and I like you.